so I've been working on the cowl, as you have seen. I got the inner braces cut out of here. So I have, this one's in pretty good shape actually. Just the front needs some work. It was cut off on the cowl repair. So I gotta fix that. And this A-pillar support needs to be cut off, and I have new ones. But overall, it's in good condition. So this one really doesn't have to be changed or repaired. Well, it needs to be repaired. It doesn't need to be changed. This one, on the other hand, I still have yet to make my decision on what I want to do. I probably just have to repair it because they just don't make them. Unless I can find, I'm going to send a message to Josh over at Pre-War and More, see if he has a 36 cowl with decent cowl supports, whatever you want to call these. I call them the cowl feet. I don't know. We'll see if he's got decent ones, see if he can cut them out for me. Because this one has a lot more repairs. Maybe see if he's got a pair. I don't know. Because this front's all messed up. And it's been cut and welded there. I don't know. We'll see. But I'll message him first, see what he says. And then upon his answer, we'll start messing with these. But the repairs... this cowl, they grafted in a piece from a 36, so it matches pretty well, and it has all the factory, what do you call it? All the factory details instead of the ones we got that's kind of not as crisp as a factory bead and stuff would be, even though the bead has to be cut out. But like this area here. It's got the rivets in here for the hood. These circles here for the hood bumpers. Those are all nice and perfect the way they should be. So I think with these pieces that we got, I think I'm going to try and cut it just above the bead and use just the bead section, and obviously we need to use this bottom section and over here. Alright, so everything's out of these. I have the inners out, and I also cut out the, this is an original one. It's a little, where does it go? Okay, it goes this way. It's a little filler piece in between the cowl foot and the sheet metal that hangs down besides the frame. It's kind of a filler piece, so nothing gets in there. I gotta cut the old floor off the bottom of this and then kind of take a pattern and make one. Make two of them. So, other than that, I think I'm going to start on this patch here, patching all this. So I got this here, and like I said before, I'm going to cut it right above the bead line and probably cut in, no, I'm probably going to continue somehow. How am I going to do this? I guess I could kind of cut through the center here. Yeah. So I'll just find a mark an inch away from this, half an inch, something like that, and kind of cut and continue all the way out. Maybe go up and over just to kind of stay away from this line. Because if I'm half an inch away, I'll probably end up, never mind. I'll come out here somewhere. I don't know. I'll figure that out when I do it. But first off, I'm going to cut some of this away. So I'm going to cut right above this weld here. So it's just all normal metal the way it should be. Cut through the center of the bead, come up here, cut through the center of this, maybe jog out so I don't ruin this curve here. I need that for location reasons. So I'll cut that and get this stuff out of the way so this patch will lay down where it needs to be, because right now all the old stuff is kind of in the way, and leaving this bead here allows me to line up the new one, because I'll see it from the back side and see the bead sitting right on this edge here. So a few different reasons why I'm cutting it right there, to get the stuff out of the way and to help with alignment. So I'm also going to take a measurement probably from this corner here down to the corner, the very corner down here, to make sure everything's the same. I did some measuring on this and it seemed pretty good, so I don't have to do too much tweaking on this, but in case I do, I'll know the measurement here. Also should take one from this corner to the bottom here, see what that measures at and make sure that's the same. Mainly I'm worried about the bead lining up. If this doesn't line up and the bead does, I'm gonna have to cut and extend some of this here, because I think this is a little shallow. I don't think it's original height, and if it's not, it'll sink the cowl down a little bit, and you don't want that. So this is all hypothetical, but I think from looking at it that it is a little smaller than this, but we'll see. So let's get cutting and fitting up this panel. This might take a little bit, but this is the stuff that takes a long time. If you do all the prep work properly, welding and finishing is the fastest part. This is the slowest, getting everything fitting correctly and in place and cut correctly. That's the thing that takes time. So, alright, so I did a time lapse of me die-coming this and laying it out. You can't even see that line. Can you see the line? There's one line. Continues up here. There it is. Then the line continues a half an inch away from the bead and continues all the way to the end. So I'm going to cut this top off now, and I'm just gonna have this bottom of the bead, and then I'm also gonna cut the cowl like I talked about before, and then we'll start fitting it up. All right, so I got this piece cut out, as you see, and I cut the remaining stuff that was on here. I don't know what's up with me, but today I've been hitting the record button after I'm done. Like, I think I hit the button, I do some stuff, and then I come back and I hit it, and that's starting the clip. And yeah, so I'm missing everything that I'm doing lately. The past couple hours have just been like hitting the button in wrong times. But so here's an explanation. I did a time lapse of me die coming this and cutting it. I think I said that already. Missed that one. Did a time lapse of me trimming this. You know, missed that one. So maybe I'm just on a, I don't know, it's a weird day. But I have this scribed out. I don't know if you can see the scribe mark. Yeah, you can see it right there. There's like 3 scribe marks here. It's the one that's closest. So fits on pretty good and looks good. The only thing I do have to do is fix the bead. The end, it kind of fades off into this flat, and what it should do, it's more of like a step. You can tell from the side, see it kind of like ends really pronounced. This one kind of just fades off, so I need to take some hey buddy. So I need to take my little corking tools. I think this is going to work. I made a groove in the sandbag already to accept the bead here, just to sit nice and flat, and I'm just going to pound that out to make it look more like this side. So we'll see what happens. All right, so here we are. The patch is in, slightly metal finish, not crazy, but I need to also weld here, but I'm not going to do this yet until I find out where this needs to be. This looks fine, the panel here. This looks a little awkward. That's just the way the panel was made. See how shallow the bead is here and how deep it is here? It's like they did it on an angle on purpose. I'm not sure if the other side, I can actually look at it. Might not be able to tell from the scrap piece because it's so crappy, but yeah, can't really tell because it's been welded on and stuff. It looks kind of, no, looks like the patch is messed up. So I might need to do some fiddle, you know what, and with this to get this straight, but I'll deal with that later. But right now I want to get the other side to this same point. This edge is nice. There's a little, I wouldn't even say little, I can just crisp that up with a hammer and dolly. That little dip right there. Yeah, because I can see it on camera. Can't see it too much in person, but on camera, because it's a shadow. It's not like, so like I was saying, you see that line right there? I don't know what that is. That's not, I can't feel it. I can see it, but I can't feel it. I don't know. Whatever. It's not the weld line. The weld line's below it. The weld line's like down here. And that's, I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, I think it came out pretty good. You do the other side. And the cowl sheet metal will be, you know, like 80%. Once I have those two. Then I just have to knock out a bunch of dents. Like I took the wood out of here because these corners have a bunch of dents in them. I want to see if I can get those out. The other side's worse. This side's not that bad. Oh yeah, you know, moving along. Get something done every day. By the next thing you know it, the whole car will be done. So let's continue. All right, guys, that's it for this one. It's going to be a lot more patch panels, panel fabrication, sheet metal work. I know that's mostly what I do, but it's going to be like all what's going on in the next few 5-10 episodes. A lot of work to be done in the 36, but it's going to be awesome. I can't wait to deep dive in it. I just dipped my toes in with that cowl patch. The other one has to be done. That'll probably be in the next video, hopefully with something else. I don't want to do 2 similar videos back to back. But I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for liking, commenting, subscribing, clicking the bell, sharing the videos. I really do appreciate it. See you on the next one.